the mighty fist of God, Armageddon will descend upon the city of Los Angeles, the city of sin.
Good morning, Valhalla.
Woo! God. It's almost as if I haven't heard that intro in a while. And I still say, I don't know who wrote that piece of crap, but it sucks. Anyway.
Well, anyway, I am here because Loki's running late from tests this morning. Our illustrious leader should be here. Hello to everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Look what we got already.
I know. Geez, Machiny kicking it off already with his 10. We're not going to do it 10 times. $10 super chat. Adaga, read this one for me while I sip the tea.
All right. I'm trying to find it. Look at the banner later. Hail Loki and Zero. I'm sure Loki can hear you. No show today as I'm trying to get a video uploaded before the end of your show this morning. I'll keep you all posted. Oh, well, good luck on getting that video out. And thank you for the super chat. And I have no idea where he's changing things back here. So if I can get them running, great. If I can't, I'm very sorry. But guess what? I was going to be here anyway, but not quite as early. And I don't know. Did Loki tell you?
No. But if it has anything to do with you still not being a morning person, I totally understand that.
No. I'm getting to be where I'm not a day person at all, or a night person, or any of that type of thing.
Oh, we've all been there.
It has to do with something you did last week.
Something I did last week. I don't know. That's probably a long paper trail we got to pick up. So refresh my memory.
You posted a bunch of music. Now, some of you know that I was a professional musician many, many lifetimes ago.
See, that's already a difference between you and me to interrupt. You were a professional. I'm still an amateur hobbyist playing on archaic equipment.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So tell me, the music that you posted, how is that done? Do you do it all on your own?
That was all on my own. Yes. With
Okay.
a handful of instruments, a microphone, a little console recording, digital recorder. It says digital
Okay.
recorder, but everything's
Yep.
an analog to spare you the technicalities of it. But yes, everything written, composed, and played
Yep.
by me. The only
And
thing, the only thing I did not play myself was the drums. Those had to be programmed using again, rather ancient
yep.
drum machine. But
Now I can hear that. Having the ear that I have, not trying to brag or anything,
Mhm.
but there was something because I wanted you to explain this to everybody. You have your beginner players when you go to like the 5th grade or 6th grade concert and you hear all the little kids trying to do their thing. Then
Mhm.
you have them when they get into high school and they're almost good, but they sound to themselves like they're wonderful.
Yes.
And then they get to be able to do real performances where the average person can't tell the difference.
Hmm.
And then you get to pro level when you can actually hear heart.
Yes.
Now, to be honest with you, just being honest with you, I like your stuff. Most of it is the almost, it's beyond high school, not quite to where you're concert level, but something happened with courage. What in the world were you on then?
Courage?
Yeah.
Did I have courage? Are you talking song titles?
The song title, yes.
Closure. Are you talking
Closure. That's the one.
Closure?
Closure.
Okay.
Sorry, it's morning.
All right. So
You have to tell me because listen, folks, if you haven't heard this one and it starts off and you're thinking, yeah, this is something that I've heard before, but you haven't. Because when you start listening to what is written and you listening to his voice, you know he just elevated himself beyond average, beyond even some of the pros. I'm telling you seriously. Go ahead, let's hear it.
the comparatively enough, before I get to the backstory, and I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. Back in, I want to say late October, I pulled that one out of the demo pile because I was thinking, man, I really want to try to write a few new things, but before I do that, I should take a few things out of the demo pile and redo them. So the ones that made that playlist were either 95% redone or completely redone from scratch. And Closure was one of those ones that I want to say was 95% redone. The only thing that survived from the demo was the drum tracks because they were done semi properly with panning and all that kind of stuff, and some of these synth sounds that were in there. So yeah, but everything else was redone. Guitars got redone, beefed up, so they're fatter, dirtier, muddier during the chorus. Vocals were all redone. Vocals for all the demos that I pulled out that I redid were completely redone. Those weren't taken out and cleaned up and redone. They were
Okay. Now you're talking technicality. Okay. Because
Okay.
you can hear the extra voices. If you listen at some of the
Mhm.
points, you can hear those little instrumentals in the back, the
Yeah.
little sounds to make fill that instead of just hearing a guitar or a bass track, you can
Mhm.
hear something else that kind of adds flavor to it.
Yeah.
But there was something to your vocals, buddy. You sounded brokenhearted.
There was okay, so I'll get into that. Yeah, I'm guilty of a few things. For those of you that have the energy and the patience to check out the Ashes of Afterbirth playlist, which is over 2 hours of shit. I'm guilty of several things. I'm guilty of sometimes layering too much at once because I love to take air and fill it with so much space it's almost unbearable. And I'm also horribly guilty at letting songs run long. But when you get a song going and there's that one hook that sticks in your head, I'm guilty of just letting that carry out for as long as I want. But anyway, so
You needed
Closure.
that full 6 minutes. You really did. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and Paragon takes the cake. I still can't believe I completely redid that one from scratch, but that is 9.5 minutes. It's actually shorter than the original because I sped it up.
Still, Paragon's fun.
Yeah, I sped that one up about 2 beats per minute, so it's a little bit faster. But anyway, Closure. Geez, that was done, I want to say roughly 10 years ago when I started doing a bunch of demos and stuff. And that was an autumn song. That was probably October. And it
For
was
those of you who don't know, seasons do affect the way you sing and
yes,
perform. So go ahead.
yes, they do. And ironically enough, it has a bit of a Skyrim taint to it from a personal level because Skyrim was relatively new at the time, and every time I hear those synths kick in, I just think of going through Dwemer ruins. I don't know
Mhm.
why. It was just a time period piece. But anyway, so that was off the tail end of a rather self-tumultuous breakup. The breakup was very much one-sided, so it was kind of one of those things where you're left in the dust and you have no closure with anything. It's like you don't really get an explanation for a whole lot that makes sense to you, so you can help make sense of it yourself. So that was one of the lyrically, I would say it's one of the darkest things I've ever wrote just because of the underlying subject matter. Now, I know you think, oh, boo-hoo, breakup song, whatever. But
No, 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 no.
it's not about breakups and broken hearts and stuff like that. It's about the quest for closure. It's about trying to get yourself to make sense of everything you don't understand that's going on at the time. And the chorus is a little bit, again, this is a little bit too vague and cryptic for everything I put in there, but for me it made sense because the chorus, how it has that crescendo where it, starts at a note,
Oh yeah.
goes up a full step, goes up a half step, comes back down again to where we started from. It's like that ongoing cycle where you take 2 steps forward and then you take 1 step back. You start to get a little light at the end of the tunnel and then you fall back into your, horrible self-loathing depressive cycle. So there's a lot of underlying detail that goes into something like that. But the simple premise of it is, well, oh god, and see, I'm kicking myself for calling it a breakup song because it's not a breakup song. It's about the cycle that particular act does to a person like me, or a person, who just doesn't really make sense of a whole lot when it's all happening all at once. You know what I'm trying to say? So lyrically and musically, it was one of the darker things I wrote, to not to sound horribly goth or depressed or anything
No,
like that.
no, no, no.
And when I took it out of the demo vault and started to redo it, I said, this chorus needs to sound fatter. It needs to sound, for lack of a better term, angrier, because the chorus is all about that anguish of saying, help me figure this out. Why can't I figure this out? So it's kind of the anger portion of it. And the little interlude towards the final chorus and outro with
The cowbell.
that's actually
Synth bell.
that was me dinging on something. I can't even
Oh.
remember what it is. That was more or less the false sense of security, where that, the synth waves are kind of, easing you in, and you're thinking, oh, okay, this is, maybe we're just, on the gentle sands of the beach listening to the waves before I come in with a wah! All that shit saying, haha, false sense security, got you again. We're still confused and we still don't know what's going on. And and it just carried on from there. And for, insider deal there, that why scream took me probably about 4 or 5 takes before I settled on something I liked. But so there's a little backstory into how that all came about. So let me, Mad Doctor, ask you why that one in particular spoke to you the loudest.
I like the arrangement, the way the chord progressions go, from movement to movement. I think it's very well done. But for me, most music, especially modern music, most of it is cliche.
Mhm.
It's all been stuff, the rhythms, the patterns, all been stuff you've done before. So if it's new, I have to listen to something else, not a
Right.
different song, but I have to listen for different voices and what I'm hearing in it.
Mhm.
And it was your voice, I think, the main thing. I heard emotion in it, which I'm not picking up in a lot of your other stuff. I'm picking up the talent in the other stuff, but this one had something where I like listening to music when the soul of the individual comes through. Doesn't necessarily mean they're highly emotional. It just means that there is an energy in it that isn't in other things.
Mhm.
Or you're not singing with an instrument anymore. You're singing with something else.
Right.
And I got that out of there. Whether or not you intended it or not, I felt it. And I think probably half of the view time on there is because of me.
That's all right. And hey, my thanks to the 3 or 4 other people that actually checked out all my stuff out there. Actually, Psychodorf 9 brought up a good point. It's all fragging auto tune. Yes, okay. And I will tell you this. I will swear on a stack of Bibles or whatever type of truth you're into. I have not once nor ever used auto tune, any pitch correction, any type of enhancement, something like that. The only vocal effects I have ever run through is maybe a little bit of reverb, some echo, delay, and some chorus, different kind of chorus, where it kind of doubles things up. So there's a little more depth to it. But as for any type of pitch correction or auto tune or any BS like that, no, I have never used that. So in a way, I'm glad that the vocals spoke to you, Adega, because admittedly, that was, again, it was the first demo I was trying to redo, and I was running through that. Well, one, trying to relearn the words to it so I could redo them. Ooh, if Project Storytime wants to share some of that, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah,
So
no,
the
he
yeah.
deserves a beating for that. But anyway, go ahead.
So that was, it was it was the first demo I pulled out to redo, and the vocals didn't take too long because I already knew where I was going with them. But when you talk about, the emotion that went into it and things like that, I was petrified that the verse sections were not going to come out how I wanted them to, whether I was going to sound too raspy, too dry, too weak, or, too plain, for lack of a better term. And when the first chorus kicked in, it was probably the second or third take where I just said, screw it, stop, stopping the recording, just do it, and just go from there. And it was around probably the second or third take when the chorus kicks in where I just let loose. And then that little instance on crawling, at the tail end, the ling part where the dirt came out, crawl, that
Yep, yep.
was a completely ad-libbed thing. And then when I finished that, I stopped it and played it back. I said, you know what, that works. That was one of those spur of the moment kind of things where, as you say, the emotion came out, and that's where it was, because that type of salt and pepper detail was not in the demo. It was very much just a straight by the numbers, sing your words from A to B kind of thing. So I'm glad in a way that, the vocals and the emotion spoke to you in that way. And no, Walter, I have never used a vocoder. It is a mic plugged in with an XLR cable straight into the recorder thing there. That's about it. There's a little post effect processing that goes on, like, adding reverb or delay or chorus or something like that. But no, it's me, my voice, and a mic. That's it.
Well,
Sorry,
it's
I'm also guilty of rambling on way
no,
too much.
no, 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 no. This is the type of rambling that I wanted because, again, having a musical background and then finding a gem. Literally, I'm not pulling anyone's leg. Chris had posted the link before. If you're new and you can't find the link, if you wouldn't mind post it again to Courage. Or Closure. Sorry, I keep saying Courage to Closure.
Well, it's the same kind of thing, right? Because it takes courage to find your own sense of closure.
Yeah. But I tell you what, Zero, I'm very. This is why I was going to come on anyway. I was going to sneak in about 5 minutes into the show. I didn't intend to stay long, but for Loki, we'll do it.
That's all right. We love having you, Adega.
But I had to give you my congrats and sincere appreciation for what you did. It is one of those things you just don't find every day, and it may not be your cup of tea, but if you want to hear it where you're not listening to music, you're listening to emotion. And sometimes people do it far better than Zero. Sometimes, most of the time, no one does it close. Right. But if you want to hear emotion and music, please do it after this, especially since Mackney's not doing a show.
Yeah, Chris is.
When this is done.
Sorry, just thank you to the mods. Chris has already posted the link to Courage.
Oh, well, I can listen to that.
That's all right.
But it's a Closure. Yeah.
Yeah. But honest to God, if you could have seen my dopey ass fanboy grin on my face while you were going through that, like, oh, way to pump up Zero's ego. No, it's not about that at all. It's a gratifying and humbling experience to hear, especially in person, that something you have done, something you put, all your effort into over those last several months, paid off in some way, whether one person listens to it, whether 50,000 people listen to it. If somebody gets anything at all out of it, that's really awesome. From a personal perspective, because it means somebody related to it in some way. And if somebody listens to it and they hate it, well, hey, thanks for giving it a shot anyway. Like, geez, am I a pro? No, God, no. I am a.
You are with that tune.
I am.
You're with that tune.
I'm an amateur hobbyist who occasionally recorded stuff on his ancient technology. So I mean,
and I'm gonna bug you because I want to use that for something down the line if you don't mind.
That's fine. I can even send you a version where the lyrics are taken out.
No, because those of you who followed my stuff know that all of my stories are already in my head. It's just a matter of getting them out.
Yeah.
The whole thing's there, and that song fits something perfectly. And I want to use it in one of my videos. It may be a year or so down the line, but yeah,
that's awesome.
No. Your inspiration for this was, and I could only imagine what you did on your own if you had a pro synth and bass and someone who had a little bit more emotion for the drums, because you could tell this is not a emotional rhythm section.
Yeah. That's the one thing I do constantly kick myself over, is not having at least something that sounds natural, because when drums are programmed on the equipment that I have, you can totally tell there's they're empty, they're shallow, there's no variance to that whole kind of thing. Right. So that's also kind of why I split those into two sections, because you had digital drums for the chorus and then programmed quote natural drums, or digital on the verse and natural drums on the chorus, because sometimes I'll do that to just rid myself of the taint of using artificial drums, because I can either replace it with something else, or sometimes I just don't feel like programming a beat, or I don't want to hear it, so I kind of back then, especially, I was trying to limit how much of the artificial drums I had to use. But it still shows. But, since I'm not pumping thousands and thousands of dollars into pro gear so I can do all that kind of stuff, I work with what I have.
Gotcha. Our leader is here.
Look
Good
who
morning.
made it. Welcome
morning.
back.
So, I have multiple bullet wounds this morning because they gave me the B team.
Yay.
They gave me the B team. My girl that normally does it was busy, and yeah. So, okay, so my doctor's office is 5 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
It should have taken. I left at 7:15, so I should have been back here like 30 minutes ago, if not more. And yeah, that's what I had to.
You know what? I'm sorry for all your trouble, but I do have to say I really appreciate this opportunity because listening to Zero talk about his music, you're gonna have to go back if you didn't hear it, Loki. I know you
I
pick up
did.
some of it, but
I,
did
I,
you when I put that link for closure? Did you listen to that?
yes, I did.
What do you think?
It was
think
all
someone's got
right.
amazing talent and will not admit that he has amazing talent.
I never will.
Because,
No. No, absolutely. I never will. Because I don't want to sound like, yeah, it's one thing to take pride in what you do. Loki knows that better than anybody. He's always a creative mastermind doing whatever. But I would never, I mean, I enjoy talking about the technicalities of things, the stories behind it, but I will never sit here and say, oh yeah, that was the best shit I ever done. Y'all should listen to it because it's awesome. No, I will never be that type of guy with the negative ego. But realistically, gentlemen, the fact that you two just thought it was, at least kind of cool, that's awesome. And
No. This is more than kind of cool.
it was all right.
No, you have a gem, and like I said, that's what I've been telling. Why I asked Chris and the other guys to. I don't want to talk to Josh because he was mean to me, but
Oh no!
as well. Everyone, when this is done, since Mac isn't doing a show, you go listen to it. Listen to the whole thing. You have to listen to the whole
not doing
thing.
his show. I thought Mac's not doing his show this morning.
Yeah, he
No.
put a super chat earlier, and he's trying to load a video.
Yeah,
And
he's working on
he's going to give us
something
an update when things go a little bit better. But for some reason, it's got him tied up to where his show won't be on.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And your mic's a little low.
Okay.
We're all struggling with new things here. This entire time it kind of felt like something was missing.
Yeah, my gains turned all the way down. How's that?
About the same.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all struggling with things here. I don't know if
I'll crank it up just a little bit.
that's all right. Yeah, I also forgot to do one very important thing. You guys sure you ready for this?
Go for it.
While I sip the tea. Oh my God, what is this? Who is this geek with his brand new hat and his brand new setup here?
Setup.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that.
Yeah, that was Loki. I will say Loki. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Loki inspired me after I saw all of that going on. So I got home Saturday morning and I said, fuck it. We're just going to do something with this space. So yeah, here we are. So there's Mom. There's Turtles. For those of you with the keen eye, yes, that is the map of Skyrim. Those are some 9 Inch Nails pictures I took off of the Lights in the Sky tour. Guys, if you haven't seen that, that was an amazing experience. I bought this geek hat just for the show so I can continue to hide my horribly messed up hair. Yeah, and this one's just for Adega. That fender back there.
There we go.
That was done to record the glass-like sounds during the closure verse. And yeah, one more. Yeah, that's a keyboard I do everything on. That studio right there, that was done to do the fatty fat beef sounds on the chorus. Yeah. And everything else is just kind of, there. Also, I got, this was the new. I like turtles. That's you can't really see it, but yeah, that's the 3 generations of Xbox there because I've got, all that shit back there. But yeah, did that over a few hours Saturday morning because Loki got my trigger finger going saying, I should do something that makes it look a little more presentable, at least. So yeah, Loki, thank you for getting the ball rolling so I could get off my ass and organize this friggin' crazy room finally. And above all else, I know Zero's rambling again. Loki, above all else, how are you feeling?
Oh, like hammered ass.
Ugh.
But I'm here. Obviously, I look like shit. I thought I'd have time. I really did. I thought I'd have time to get back and at least spruce myself up a little bit. This is honestly, I have a white. I wear a white T-shirt. I have a hoodie because it's fucking cold in here. And
Hey, you know,
usually I just
it's all right. I look like utter
I
crap.
at least get a little. I look a little better than this in the morning, but yeah. I'm still sounding low. I don't know what the hell is going on with.
That's okay. It's all right. I mean, we can hear you. It is just a little bit low, but yeah.
I almost turned you up on StreamYards, but I didn't want to screw things up because I don't know how to use it very well.
Yeah, he'd be talking and it would sound like he's doing his
It's
intro.
up to like 150. I don't know what the deal is.
You going through the wrong mic?
That's possible. Yes.
Because
Hold on.
it does sound, there's a little
Son
bit
of
of
a bitch. That
yeah.
is exactly what it
Is all right. How's that?
There he is. Ouch!
I was gonna say there was a little bit extra reverberance coming off your voice there, and now my apologies to headphone users all around who just got their tympanic membranes blown apart there.
How's that?
That's good. That's good.
better.
There you go.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was going through the earbuds for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's so weird.
StreamYard's being weird today. That's okay.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. If there was ever a time, what? So hey, you know what? Adag, I don't know how long you plan on sticking around this morning, but I just want to say, hey, thank you for coming in while Loki was caught in traffic or doing whatever out there. And thank you for giving me the chance to share some stories with you guys about a whole process that the Zero goes through every decade or so. But yeah, that was very gracious of you to come in and help us kick things off this morning. And you are welcome to stick around.
Yeah, stick around.
Yeah, you don't gotta leave just because Boss Man showed up.
Well,
We love having you here.
Few mechanisms in my body that are saying you probably should go do something else.
Go do something else then, brother.
But-
we love you. Thank
But
you.
no, the thing is, I didn't come on here to blow smoke at you, Zero.
No,
I got on here to make sure people knew that there is a talent out there that they haven't heard, and to let you know that you are deeply appreciated for what you do, especially when you were so on with that song. So,
Well, the gratification really does mean a whole lot, and from my heart, from my black heart to yours, thank you so much for at least taking the opportunity to listen and check it out. And your feedback is well documented, and I really do appreciate that. Like, in all sincerity, that means the world to me. So thank you.
okay. I'm glad you're up and about, Loki. And
Thank you.
You got to check out that little fan link I sent you, unless you've done that already.
I did first thing this morning.
All right.
And I've got to cook up a response. Sorry about that, guys. I'm doing everything. I'm fighting a battle here not to lose my shit here this morning.
Do I need to stay on?
No, you're good. You're good, bro.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody later. I'm going to be lurking in the back.
Thank you, Adega.
Hats off for Adega. Beautiful.
Thank you, Adega. We had a topic this morning. I don't think we're going to get to that topic, but that's my fault because we had already worked out. We were gonna go over a couple of things this morning. So, by all means,
When life steps in the way, you can't argue that. So yeah, no one's blaming you for anything at all.
well, you've got some things to show us, right? You've got a couple of things you were gonna.
I didn't know if we were gonna get to that or not. They are They're out. they're not,
out?
They're not even with me right now. I don't know. Well, do you have anything you can showcase while Zero gets unprofessional and leaves for a minute?
Yeah. So, the lovely Heirs of Chaos is responsible for this horrible thing right here. That's on clear vinyl. It's not opened yet. I fucking love this movie. I have ever since I was like a kid. I saw this movie when I was a kid. I loved Andre the Giant. So this is on clear vinyl. It's not open yet. I can probably open it while we're waiting on.
He's back.
On Zero. Oh, Zero's back.
Zero's back. Yeah, they were in the living room. I just had to go and get them because I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if we were actually going to get to this. And oh, by all means, share the screen. We were gonna do a little tit for tat because we did mention this briefly last week about going through some vinyl.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Some vinyl show and tell. So I picked up a few that were just kind of funny. Well, not funny, but yeah. And now that I've got them here, they're all completely horribly out of order. So hey, let's see. What do we got here? Come on. This give you the backstory into some of Zero's inspiration as well. Where the hell?
You are the Bruce Squad.
You are the. I can't even see what the hell it's doing. Where is all this shit? There we go. All right, so here's one for you guys. This I thought was hilarious. Going all the way back to 1989, the original rendition of Pretty Hate Machine.
Nice.
Yeah, from front to back. And yes, this has been opened and played, but I always thought this was rad. This is very cool. So yeah, 1989, Pretty Hate Machine. Oh, Happy Dinosaur just sent us a super chat, super sticker, whatever you want to call them. Uh-oh, Zero's forgotten how to put
Member chat for 16 months says happy day to you, Loki and Zeropium. Happy day to you, Happy Dinosaur 8000 brother.
Yeah. Woo! What else did I have? Oh God, I had so much. Here's one. Well, here's a couple. Okay. So obviously, you guys already know that, yeah, I've got Thriller on the wall over there. I also got this one in 87. Oh God, how do we work this? Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah. I'm bad.
You know what's funny? I always wanted a suit like that, so I would sometimes try to make them by getting denim jackets and taping like soda pop caps on them or some shit like that. But yeah, it was always wild. I did make a joke about this while Zero looks for his stuff again. He's totally unorganized.
I'll show this really quick. Just know you're not up on camera at the moment. So that's the...
Hey!
That is the...
Shamon! Wow, look at that. I love the color of that, or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof. It's just clear. It's just a clear...
That's awesome. And what's that one for?
That's Princess Bride. That's the one I was just showing. I just opened it. So.
That's awesome. And since we have made several jokes about this, y'all know where it's going. Y'all know what it is. If y'all haven't seen it, my God, what are you waiting for? Yeah, it's the official 1984-85 Breakfast Club soundtrack.
So she just came out and said it's too white. What's her name? The redhead. Damn it.
Ooh, this one?
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald?
Molly Ringwald just came out and said Breakfast Club's too white.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm not shitting you.
You know what? I'm going to take my Sharpie and scribble on her face then. How does that sound? Come on. It was suburb Chicago, Illinois. What do you expect?
Well, yeah.
In the 80s. 1984.
In the 80s.
Like, come on.
Since everybody's going all crazy about... I don't know if I showed this the other day or not.
Oh, that's a power suit.
So Fallout 3, it's the entire soundtrack, including the radio tracks. It's huge. It's a massive, it's like a box set album.
You said how many vinyl discs were in that one? 4, 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's got the Galaxy News radio. So everything on the final disc is Galaxy News radio.
Wow, that's incredible. I love the box art too. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So there's a couple here that this was always one of my favorites, straight out of the 80s. For those of you that know, y'all know what that is. With Stevie Ray Vaughan on guitar for this album. I always thought this was cool. I used to draw
The sky is crying.
I used to draw that all the time. But yeah, David Bowie, Let's Dance. Come on, 1983. That was some classic shit. And while we're at it, this one actually I got several years after the fact. I found this in an old record shop. This was part of his three-part Berlin trilogy experimental thing he had going
David Bowie.
David Bowie, yeah. Wait, there's nothing on there. Yeah. I got that in a vintage shop somewhere. It cost me like $5. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all for $5.
Yeah. All right, it's Loki's turn.
It's Loki's turn. So, some of you know Mark Damptonly Tired and Mary's Game Room. We did a lot of charity work for Mary's Game Room.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind enough, as a thank you, to send me this.
Oh my God.
So this is the full original movie soundtrack, and it's got like a book. It's got. I'll open it.
Be honest. How much does that weigh? Because
it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Then it's expensive.
Heavy.
Put it back.
It's heavy.
That's awesome.
But it's got some beautiful. I can open it without looking like a doofus.
Oh my God! Look at that. That is gorgeous.
So it's got. There is a book.
Jesus. I can't believe the detail on that. Like even on camera, it looks good.
It looks, yeah. It's. There's a book with all kinds of stuff in it, and then you get to, the vinyl stuff.
Wow. Those three.
Yeah, those three.
The OG 3, baby.
The OG 3.
God, you know it.
We were I was gonna try and talk about hand-me-down IPs. This is one of those hand-me-down IPs that we were going to talk about this morning. That I love the original. Mm-hmm. I love the original. I love the original trilogy, and I'm never not going to love the original trilogy. But things just aren't the same anymore. They aren't. This is gone, and this will never be back.
Yeah.
So enjoy what of this you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we got that going on. Of course, Loki's shit is so much cooler than mine. Mine's just.
I don't know about all that.
Mine's just like stuff that I like. For those of you, you children of the 90s going through your angsty phase, you might remember this one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's Downward Spiral. I forget, was this a double disc? It certainly feels like it. Yeah, this was double disc. Yeah, I don't even remember what's in here, but yeah, it's got all the old school, artwork in there. And yeah, this album alone just turned 30 this year. Like, how friggin' crazy is that? Like, unbelievable. As I just casually throw all my records on the floor. the aftermath of doing a morning show and tell. So one more from Mr. Resner, because the backstory for this, or the whole build up to this, year zero, where half of my name came from, was unbelievable. Guys, if you want, check out, there's documentaries and stuff on YouTube called like the Year Zero Experience. It's about the entire several month alternate reality game that was taking place online. And I'll tell you, being in on that on the ground floor was an absolutely unreal experience. So the album itself was all centered around this whole alternate dystopian future that he was writing about. And I always found this kind of interesting because there was, millions of stories about who's right, who's wrong, who's doing all that kind of thing. And this was actually one of my favorite parts. If I can pull this out. Yes, I just said pull this out on the air. It's 3.
You gonna pull it out?
I'm gonna pull it out. This has been played maybe like once or twice. So yeah, this obviously, really cool looking. But on the flip side, there's that. Oh, there you go. There you go. That right there was a little detail that kind of started the whole thing online. Yeah, Grim says whip it out. Well, it's out. So yeah.
Whip it good.
Whip it good. So yeah, I thought I'd showcase that because the backstory and build up alone to that release back in 2007 was absolutely astounding. Guys, go check it out. The Year Zero Experience. It goes through everything from day one to day zero, whatever. Yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, I picked that up when I saw it because I was thinking, damn, we gotta have Zero's gotta have the zero.
Let's see. We're in the M's. Maybe.
Mims. Oh, he's gonna pull out the Barry Manilow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Actually, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for. You gotta understand. I just redid all of this. So.
Yeah. My God, look at all the lights, and all I got are 2 balls. with mother on the center. Balls.
2 balls with mother.
Yes, 2 balls, and one's blue. One's a blue ball. So yeah, I got a third.
You're blue balling now?
Yeah, I got a third ball right there, but it's not on. I actually want to get another one so I can, whatever. Zero is not
naughty.
Oh my God! Hey, that's his wife on the cover, is it not?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. What's her name? Sherry something. Sherry, quite contrary. Be in all my movies. I know they stink. They make us think. Something. Show your boobies. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So okay. Well, a couple more. From that guy. Where is it? I can't find. There it is. Okay. So yeah, obviously we had Nin, the Slip from 2008, which was also cool. And then this one, which came out in 2005, when he got off his drugs and started getting all jacked up from hitting the gym.
Does anybody remember that?
I love that.
Does anybody remember this?
Look, I'm picking Loki's nose. I do remember that. My God. Look how friggin' cool that is. That it's giving me, for those of you that know, that's giving me a Perfect Circle vibes.
And not only that,
but man, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, colors. We're doing colors. All right.
That's not just colors. That's blood.
That's blood, baby. Hell yeah.
So
that
is blood.
That's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Wow. It's so vibrant for all the right reasons. Gorgeous. Okay, so if we're doing colors, I pulled this out again. I pulled this out for shits and giggles. This one is by Veruca Soul. I saw this in a store and I had to get it. If y'all remember them, I think. Wow, Loki's doing some serious ASMR with that paper.
Sorry.
Man, y'all remember Volcano Girls? Seeing Louise in that video, man, I had such a huge crush on her. But I got this one because I actually like the band, and to, since Loki pulled his colors out. Yeah, the ones that did Seether. Yeah, that one. I got this because it's purple. It's a deep purple, no pun intended.
Deep purple.
It's a deep purple vinyl disc, so I thought that was really cool. I actually don't think this one's ever been played. This was kind of just one of the ones that I picked up, just to add to the collection there. And now my shit has fallen all over.
You might know these guys.
Oh, they kind of look familiar.
They kind of look familiar, don't they?
They were Renaissance artists, were they not? Oh my God, now it's all coming back to me. Holy shingles. Where the hell did you find that?
This was on Waxworks.
My goodness.
So I'm pretty sure I got this through Alamo Draft House.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know the real question, because it's only one album, but there's a whole bunch of bonus stuff.
There's always bonus, man.
There's always
this the vinyl show and tell. I apologize for the people actually watching.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God, I had that movie poster. I had that movie poster and the original 1990 poster.
Oh yeah, it's the Ooze. It's the Ooze edition.
Holy crap! Wow. God.
So it's the Secret of the Ooze edition vinyl.
God, that's crazy.
So it's Ooze green.
Beautiful. I love how bright it is. That stuff is like almost radioactive. Southern Viking was asking, we're getting some more ASMR. So again, I do apologize while we're fucking around with all our stuff here. This seemed like a much better idea in discussion. I probably should have rehearsed trying to go through all this. Southern Viking was asking, what did I think of the broken videos? That was one of those things that you have to, if you can, watch it more than once. If you're talking the actual broken video or the broken music videos where it had like Richard Patrick and Marilyn Manson and all those, alumni in there. They were good. But the broken video, if you guys haven't seen that, that's kind of messed up. Watch all the Year Zero shit first. That's much better. What else did I have? Oh, I had a few. What do I got here? Everybody will remember this one. This was, as it just goes flying out of my hands. That's great. Yeah, this was much better idea before we actually started doing it. So everybody, luckily this thing is of its time, so it's already been beaten up. Everybody knows this one, the Zero Tree. Whatever. One of my sources of inspiration. That's Edge. Edge is the reason why I bought a Strat, because they're so colorful and expressive. Yes, the Edge, not the rated R superstar.
Tell you the reason why I bought a guitar. Oh, what do you got?
That was the live one there. Yeah, but yeah, just a couple from my inspiration back when I was, a wee lad. All right, so what do you got, brother? Holy shit!
And that is OG. That's certified. That's why there's a label on it, is because this is authentic. This is in a plastic, like hard plastic protection.
So has that ever been opened?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that the
this has been opened. I can open it. I just have to.
Don't break anything. Oh God! I just winced a little bit.
But yes, this has been opened. This has been played. This is original. This is numbered because there's only so many of the OG first editions left. But yeah, this is authentic. this is original.
Well, you can tell
Yeah.
too, because the title's got that lovely gradient thing going on. I almost said animation, but no, they're not moving. But the drawings and the color itself, God, that's right
Yeah.
at the time period. Like, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So,
It's simplistic and perfection all at once.
yes.
God, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, that was just a handful of stuff that I had on standby.
Oh, come on.
That
You've got to have more.
Okay, well, I do have more. Okay, so yeah, you'll see where all my loyalties are. This was the first rendition of Ghosts, which was the completely instrumental Reznor collection before he started doing that all the time, and then started doing film soundtracks nonstop. But that was kind of the germination of that. The other portion, what do I got here? I got a couple things.
Here, I got something else.
All right. See, his stuff is so much cooler than mine. Look at that shit. Oh my God.
So this is from Symphony of the Night. This is the soundtrack from Symphony of the Night. It's a double. I think it's a Blood LP too. I'm pretty sure it is.
Symphony of the Night would be that soundtrack would be the soundtrack of everybody's lives who had a PlayStation back in the day. See, it gets in your head.
So yeah, it's the Blood Red album. There's two of them. The double LP.
Wow, that's crazy.
From Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I can't remember if there was any bonus anything, but
dude,
you've got Dracula on one side.
What is a man?
What is a man?
Pile of sea crates. See?
But enough talk. How about you?
How about you? Yeah.
So you got the son and you got the father father and son on the album. Yeah, this is one of the first colored albums I ever got.
Didn't that just blow your mind when you said they can do them in other than the really dark brown or black? Yes, Zed, I did play Quake. Also a fantastic soundtrack.
That's not the only Castlevania.
God, that's wild. See, his shit is so much cooler.
Now everything's starting to fall over because I unbalanced everything.
Well, dude, have you seen what I got going on? No, mine are all haphazardly just lined up on the floor right now, which is probably the worst thing I could do. Yeah. So we thought it would just be kind of a fun little nostalgia. Yeah,
everything's kind of unbalanced now.
That's okay.
How about some Daft Punk?
Some Daft Punk. One more time. Oh my God.
Some Daft Punk.
Jeez. I think everybody had Daft Punk at one point or another.
Everybody has Daft Punk.
Because that Tron Legacy soundtrack was friggin' phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I've got that too.
Of course he does.
Where's the tease? I gotta find the tease.
I noticed somebody earlier mentioned the Alien Queen behind me as well. Yeah, that I picked up.
I think that was Arwen.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Arwen pointed that out. Yeah, I got that in a comic book shop, which we don't have anymore. That's been long gone. But that one, she is one of 1,500 worldwide, I think, that were created. So she was a little bit expensive, but it was one of those things where you see it and you think, yeah, I've got to get that. And there we go with, oh my God, like what a fantastic soundtrack. You know, the funny thing is I never even considered myself, you know, like a synth wave or a, you know, cyberpunk-ish, you know, funk kind of the whole vibe that they throw out. But when you listen to that soundtrack, it just fits, and it's just really cool. It's really cool. There was something unique about it that just, you know, it stands out. Good God, is that 1 or 2 discs?
This is multiple discs.
Okay, because
So-
please tell me one of the
It's
vinyls
red.
looks like a bad disc.
Hold on. Let me get this back in here and I'll get the... I don't want it to rip. Don't rip. No. You do not want to rip.
Again, this ASMR, hell yeah. See, the mic just makes it sound worse because it just sounds like something's ripping. So again, I apologize to headphone users and, whatever. But this seemed like a better idea when we were talking about it. Oh, baby, look at that. See, I just love how simple it is, but I love how expressive it is at the same time.
So, these are not, this is not how they're supposed to look. These are like defects. So all of this, it's not supposed to look quite like this. It's supposed to have more like a data disc look. What happened was when it was mixed, it didn't mix correctly.
Oh.
So,
And they were all made like that?
no, there's only so many that are like this.
So what you've got there is actually a kind of a rarity in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. Going against the grain, not getting the mass-produced stuff. We're getting the uniques.
And I have another copy of this that is not opened, that is not from the same people that made this one. And it's supposed to be more in line with what data discs look like, the red and blue data discs.
Gotcha.
So,
Cool looking. Pardon me while I pick up my mess on the floor here. Jesus. And I was laying them down on I was laying them flat. Like, how stupid am I? Good God. But anyway. So yeah, those were just a few. Bear with me. I'm still getting used to this setup. I'm not used to having, space for one. And the microphone is coming at me at a totally different angle. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But anyway. Yeah, those were just a few of the trinkets from back in the day that we kind of wanted to showcase. Loki has the upper hand when it comes to soundtracks because holy crap, he's got some goodies. I mean, the Masquerade one, holy shit! If I could ever find one like that, good God.
Brandon, the anime guy, who's been a member for 17 months, says the time is nigh. The trip to commence. Time for my own personal cannonball run. Hail Loki and Valhalla. Hail Brandon, the anime guy. How are you doing, bro? Good and safe travels. You mentioned this is the last Marvel soundtrack that I bought.
Oh my!
And I loved the cover art at the time.
That's fantastic.
Some of this movie I absolutely love. Some of this movie I absolutely hate. It's just one of those. It was right around the end. Mm-hmm. So, but it's from Mondo as well. Mondo's I order from Mondo all the time. All the Godzilla stuff, and there is a ton of Godzilla stuff. All the Godzilla stuff's from Mondo.
Wow.
So I'm missing 3 albums.
I'm sure you'll track them down.
The only ones I'm missing is Godzilla -1, which is on its way. As soon as it's done, as soon as it's produced and made, it'll be here.
They haven't finished making that, have they?
Because I've already pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the vinyl, and it's on blue Fire Breath, and there's a black. I think there's a black and white one and a blue Fire Breath one. So those will be the 2 colors of the vinyl. The other ones are Godzilla Final Wars, which hasn't been made yet, and Godzilla versus Biollante, which hasn't been made yet. So as soon as they put a pre-order out on either one of those, Godzilla Final Wars or Godzilla vs. Biollante, I'll have it because then I'll have every movie vinyl there is.
Right.
That's a lot of Godzilla vinyl. That is a lot of Godzilla vinyl. That's every era.
Yeah. So you're going back, I mean, you're going back, what, 50, 60 years with all that combined?
All of it. At
least?
least.
Yep.
So
God, that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. Every movie, every Godzilla movie that's been made, I'll have all of them. So, do I think the MonsterVerse will introduce Biollante? No, I think they're going to go right to Destroya, because that's what the director of Godzilla Kong talked about, was bringing in Destroya, and they've already used the oxygen destroyer in Godzilla versus Godzilla King of Monsters, where he fights.
Was that the 20? Not 2014. Was it 2019?
Might have been
the newer.
It
one?
was the one where he fights King Ghidorah.
That's right. Yeah.
So if they've already used the oxygen destroyer and almost killed Godzilla, then it's sitting there percolating. And we should get something good. I don't want to see Godzilla get killed, but it should be good.
Yeah. I mean, well, come on. Can you really kill Godzilla? He'll be back. He's always back.
Well, they killed him in Godzilla versus Destroyer. And there was a baby Godzilla that had been like in the last 2 or 3 movies. So that showed up when it was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Right.
And that baby had been in multiple movies up to that point. And the baby gets killed by Destroya, but when Godzilla dies, Godzilla goes into like meltdown mode. And all this radiation comes pouring out of him, and that hits the little Godzilla. So as Godzilla melts and dies, baby Godzilla is born into a full-blown Godzilla, because he absorbed all the radiation from Godzilla. The way they did it was really good. And at the end of that movie, they have this beautiful montage.
I love his enthusiasm.
They have this beautiful montage of all the old Godzillas. So they show, like, it's like all the eras leading up to that point. It was really good.
That's cool.
It's really good that they did that, because they don't always acknowledge that the other movies exist. It's really weird. It can be Godzilla, man. Us as Godzilla fans, we've been thrown for some loops a couple of times where we're like, why did you do this? Why didn't you just continue the story? You were doing so well. Yeah. And in the 80s, when they did Godzilla Returns, aka 85, 84, whatever you want to call it, they started this thing where they were like, okay, no one's seen Godzilla since the first movie. So then Godzilla comes back, and it's one continuous story for like 2 decades after that, up until after Godzilla 2000. And or Godzilla Millennium, whatever you want to call it. It was called Godzilla Millennium in Japan. It's called Godzilla 2000. It was after the 90s American Godzilla, and they had the Super Beast playing from Rob Zombie. Super Beast. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm the one that you wanted. Hey, I'm
To this day, does anybody know what the hell he's saying?
Hell yeah, I'm the Super Beast.
Yeah, it's like you don't quite know what he's saying, but it's some headbanging shit. So you're like, yeah. It's like, nah, I got it. Yeah, that's quite the.
That's why I've got.
Yeah.
I've got more than just this one, but.
Oh my God, we're gonna get demonetized for showing anus.
So.
Oh my God.
I like the old Rob Zombie and the, when it's like dynamic, high five,
just the
shit
right
like
amount
that.
just the right amount of hiss on the system.
I'm sure there are I'm sure there are some very conservative people out there that are like, "Oh my God, American music to strip by," but
it's of its time. You can't.
It's of its time.
You can't judge the time period when you didn't live it, and even if you did, then you should have a little bit of knowledge of what it was like. I mean, I'm pretty sure strippers are still a thing now, anyway. So what's the big effing deal?
One more before we get out of here. One more.
All right. It's an RDR. Oh my God.
So I love this game. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 were great. This is not everything. I've got another one. I've got another one of these that's sealed that has more of, what's his name? Willie Nelson stuff. Because Willie Nelson did some shit for this. There's 2 different albums that you can get. The original soundtrack, and there's another album that has more music on it. But this is a weird one because of the way it plays. Everything I've got is like 33 and a third. This one goes up to like, I think this one plays at 45 speed. And it's like...
Really?
Yeah.
Something
and
that
for
size
a full
playing
size...
45, yeah.
For a full size... and those are the slip covers, which I will never get rid of. Some slip covers I get rid of because they're just not quality and they don't protect your records. Again, red.
Love that.
There was a thing.
Oh.
That was a thing that I don't know what it is because like Doom did it, Red Dead did it. A whole bunch of places did that where they it's just red. So for a while it was like the majority of my records were red.
Yeah.
But this is the only one I've got to change the speed. It plays on 45. And I don't know why. I don't know why they chose to do that.
That's weird. Yeah, you probably have to look into how vinyls are actually made. I honestly have no idea. I remember just, doing stupid things as a child and, playing set record speeds at the wrong speed, playing a 45 on a 78 or taking a 78 and slowing it down to 33. But yeah, it was pretty crazy, but fun.
And you saw the Mass Effect stuff.
We did. Yeah. I'm still kind of drooling in my pants about that one. Yeah. I said what I said. Don't give me that look. Come on. He knows why. He showed me the lady in blue. Not in blue, the blue lady.
There's another one that probably no one will care about. There is. That's numbered and sealed and like the other one.
That's pristine.
But I got this. I ordered this when I ordered the game. And I think I've listened to it all but like twice.
Wow. I mean, okay, so
it's a big album.
I mean,
there's a lot of music.
If there's anything good, it would be soundtrack. The soundtrack would probably be all right. So I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, come on. That just looks cool. That looks cool. Even if you never play it or you don't even like it, it still looks cool.
This is called Milk Toast Vinyl.
Milk Toast Vinyl. Yeah, because they sure as hell did milk that franchise for all it's worth. And then at the end, when you're done playing it, you got to get toasted because there's only one way to handle it. Okay, so I got to ask, before we go off topic or get out of here, probably both, did you play and finish Andromeda?
Yes.
So you finished it? Got
yes.
It. I have not.
I finished it once.
For
just once. That's all I could. I couldn't go back and play it again. I couldn't go back and I tried. I tried to go back and through with a femme. And I never made it. But I did make it through with my male the first time with my dude.
Because I had this thing where I probably spent maybe half an hour to 45 minutes trying to make a character. And I got maybe an hour or two into the story and I stopped playing because my character was butt ugly. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
this took me 45 minutes. Why does he look so hideous?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So, I mean, I remember getting that on a Steam sale a couple years ago. So maybe for sake of the franchise, maybe I'll go through it and actually finish it. I'll just default everything and go from there. So who knows? But yeah, a little bit off topic. But anyway, we thought what part was too much information? Because I've dropped a lot of those gospel bombs on you today. But anyway. So yeah, we thought you guys would enjoy a little old school vinyl show and tell. Actually, ironically enough, Loki's vinyls are newer than mine. Mine are old.
Hell yes, Henry. I absolutely agree. That soundtrack is kick-ass. I love the music in Man of Steel.
I didn't think
It's got hints of the original soundtrack, the original Christopher Reeve soundtrack from 78.
I didn't think the movie was that bad. I thought it was all right. I thought it was long, and I thought, oh, here he comes. Yeah. So I didn't think the movie was bad, but I will say for a superhero whose entire premise eventually is to help save the world and save humanity, man, Superman destroyed a shitload of property in that movie. Oh, where do you get those wonderful toys? Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
So I'll pull this all the way out.
Oh, here we go. TMI.
That is a beautiful back
I love that. Love
of
it.
a cover.
Gorgeous. I gotta adjust my mic stand. I'm feeling like the hunchback here.
So this is on 420 gram mixed vinyl. And you'll see what I mean by mixed here in a minute. This is purposefully
Holy shit. Do the bat dance.
so it's supposed to be a swirl, right? But if you look up there, that's a bat head.
Oh my god, look at that. That's like oh my god, that's giving me some Arkham Asylum vibes there.
So that looks like he's like swinging his cape up over his head.
Yeah.
To a purple background, and it looks really good. I mean, it
seriously
looks really, really good.
Seriously, giving me some
So,
Arkham Asylum vibes.
The idea,
The graphic novel.
the idea was that Joker came by and like painted it. Okay, that was the idea, was that Joker went by with his little paintbrush and painted it. Unfortunately, it's got some dings on it.
Hey, well, you know, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Okay, so that looks legit, you know, pretty pristine. But yeah, on closer inspection, the edges, let's face it, the edges are just designed to get all dinged up. Like it's just gonna happen.
So,
Even if you keep it in the plastic, it's still gonna happen.
yeah, even if you keep it in the plastic. So,
I mean, all right. I mean, you know, if you even like you go back to this one, this was what 1977 ish. It still looks okay, but yeah, the edges are gonna eventually look like crap, and yeah, it's just gonna happen.
so we never got to.
Take care of your toys.
We never got to, you know, hand-me-down IPs. If you want to come back tomorrow, I don't know if you do or not. I don't know if you can. Leave me an answer later.
The question
You don't
is,
have to answer that now.
The question is, can you people handle a Zero doubleheader again for the second week in a row?
Mike should be here tomorrow. And we'll probably talk about this since we never got a chance to talk about it today. I'm out, guys. The weekend just as an update real quick before we get out of here.
You know what I meant.
I got some food down Saturday. That night it just I couldn't keep anything down. Yesterday I did pudding and Jello and super light because I could barely get up and walk around. I just didn't have I don't have the strength and the energy. So I did get some. I had a little tiny mini waffle. We got a waffle maker during the wedding as a wedding gift. Thank you very much. You know who you are, who sent it.
Somebody likes waffles, baby.
So I had a little one. They're like mini. You can make like 4 mini waffles.
Like a silver dollar
like
waffle?
a silver dollar waffle.
Yeah. All right.
And so I had one of those yesterday morning, just one little one. And then I had some Jello. I had some pudding. And, what do you mean by pudding? Yeah, pudding.
He had the Cosby diet.
Jello pudding.
He had the Cosby diet minus the drug and drink.
Super light, and it stayed down. So I'm hoping I can kind of get away with something like that today. I'm going to try. Big shout out and thank you to everybody who has reached out, crossed the line, called, texted, messaged, DM'd. And a huge shout out and thank you to Brian over at Speaker of the Dead. Brian's such a great guy. I have seen your video, brother. Thank you. And you guys are all family. Seriously. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here.
We've overstayed our welcome.
We'll see if this guy will come back tomorrow. I don't know if he will or not.
Okay.
Don't answer now. Let him wonder. Well, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, print to enter. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.